The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through, and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Sentinels of Toronto taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitor, the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Over the middle, complete. It's home. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Fights through it. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down. Bloom. He finds his man. Complete. It's Holt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Bloom. He finds his man. Complete. It's Holt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Bloom. Well, and that is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st and 10, Bloom. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. So nothing doing there, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. Bloom got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Bloom. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Cartwright came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practice.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Payne. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. And spotted at the 14-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Bloom. Looking for White on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Payne. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Sentinels.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Payne. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
L.A. readies for its next possession. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Bloom. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Payne. A quick throw, but incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top passing offense in this one.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Black, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Payne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Payne. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push pushing back to the 34. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So here are the Rams to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Bloom. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hope. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bloom. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barber. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carroll, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun. Bloom. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Up the middle they go. It's Black.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Payne. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field is halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Payne. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. They go play action here on first down. And it's the right side here, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. That brings up third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Bloom. Now they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Bloom. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barber. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Operating from the gun. Bloom. Over the middle, complete. It's Carroll. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carroll. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Bloom throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
On second down, it's Black, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Black, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. 3rd and 9 here.
Operating from the gun, Payne. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards down.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well, Because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Off the play fake. Bloom. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On first down, Bloom. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
On third down, Bloom, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
On first and 10, Payne, and incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Payne, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Off play action, Payne being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a yard.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Bloom. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown ground as his guys are able to extend their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Toronto's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Payne. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
First down, here's White. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bloom. He finds his man, complete. That's Hope. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Black, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Now here's a throw that's complete, and that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Black, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Off the play fake. Payne. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Payne. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now in this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Payne. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the sand.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The football going back to the Rams now. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Bloom. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barber. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barber. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, it's Black.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Payne. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Throwing on 1st down. Bloom over the middle, complete. It's Holt.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. On the give, it's White. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Sentinels.
On 1st down, Payne. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Toronto.
Looking to throw. Payne. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second down. Payne firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Looking to throw on second down. Payne. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10. Payne. He finds his man. Complete. That's Black. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. To throw on 3rd down. Payne. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Back to throw. Payne. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Sentinels are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Bloom. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. Second and 11. Running out of the gun with White. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Rams, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.